Okay, my people, the Olympics dream of the Super Falcon don't come to an end today just because they lost 3-1 to Japan. You understand? I wish maybe they won that game maybe by 2 goals to nil. They will get a chance to, go through to the next round. But they lost woefully, a 3-1 to Japan. And that is my concern. Now, the first match against Brazil, they lost 1-0. The second match against Spain, they lost 1-0. And Spain, to me, is one of the best teams that has come to this tournament because they are the current champions. You understand? That women's Spanish team is the current champion at the moment. And if you look at that team properly, you will see, say, he gets like 5 players inside that team when they play for Barcelona female team. And go check that league. Those women, they hot. That Barcelona female team, they hot. They hot. If you check their margin of goals between them and other teams, you will see say the gap is too much. That means it's a formidable team when it comes to the female team, both in Spain and even in the Women's Champions League. So having 5 players from that team playing for Spain national team, my dear, is a concern, is a worry for other countries, other national female teams. So, but the Super Falcons lost just 1-0 to that Spanish team. Now, the match when the most important to them to win, they lost it 3-1 to Japan. So, and if you look at this team, this our Falcon losing to Spain when be one of the favorites, just 1-0. Then when they lose to Japan 3-1. When a match when we supposed to win to make us yes, we'll go to the next round. I just wonder why? Because if you look at these Super Falcons, you see they have some good players. People like Aziza Toshola, Jennifer Dem, Rashidat, Deborah, Tony Pena. So all these are good players when they're that team. Yet, these people are not really know waiting go wrong. Because when you look at the dominance of these Super Falcons in Africa, you go see say now something when like say they're supposed to do well both for international level. Now look at something. Do you know that the Super Falcons they are the most successful team in Africa? They are because the Women African Cup of Nations is just 14 editions. Inside that 14 edition, these Super Falcons don't win that trophy 11 times. Yes, they've won it 11 times. And do you also know that these Super Falcons are the only African teams to have reached the quarterfinals of the Women FIFA's World Cup and the Olympics? Do you know like that? And also, do you also know that this Super Falcons team are the only few teams amongst the teams in the world that have qualified for every Women FIFA World Cup? Yes, and the only one in Africa, yes, to have qualified for every edition of the Women FIFA's World Cup. Do you know that? Now, with all this dominance, these people fail to win a match in this ongoing Olympics, scoring just 1 goal and conceding 5. And this is not the first time. In 2003, in 2003, USA Women's World Cup 2003, Nigeria went to that tournament and they lost woefully. They lost to USA 5-0. They lost to North Korea 3-0. They lost to Sweden 3-0. 11-0 conceded without scoring a goal. So now I don't even know which one be the worst. Is it the one they lost, the one they conceded 11 goals without scoring anyone? But this time around they scored 1 but conceded 5. Yet did not win any of the match out of those 2 tournaments. So I really get worried why our dominance, they feel, match some of these European and other nations teams. Why? Why is it like that? What is going on? What is wrong? What is wrong? Now, let me show you something. When you look at the statistics properly, you will understand something. Ball possession, Japan 46, Nigeria 54. Total shots, Japan 21, Nigeria 10. Shots on targets, Japan 7, Nigeria 3. Corners, Japan 3, Nigeria 2. Passes, Japan 424, Nigeria 494. Now, when you check big chances created, Japan 4, Nigeria 0. Now, when you look at the statistics, you will see that when it comes to the possession, Nigeria passes the ball more than the Japanese. They hold the ball more than the Japanese. But if you notice, whenever the Japanese holds this ball, they play with focus. So I begin to wonder, is it that the coach now him get am wrong, abi na the players no carry out the right instructions? Because from the possession you can see that Nigeria just dey pass the ball around like make I no call team name, you understand? So is it this coach that implement wrong patterns, abi na the players no carry out the right instructions? Because this man is a foreign coach, no be home base. He's from USA. This man is from USA. Randy Wardrum is his name, Super Falcons coach. So with these statistics comes in my question. Is it the coach formation that was wrong, or the players that fails to carry out the right instructions? Because as it stands now, we are out of the Olympics. Who is to be blamed? Let me know your opinion in the comment section. No time. We move.